Okay, so I know we joke around quite a bit. Okay, we have a bit of fun, but today is a sad, sad day in North Melbourne history, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. It was, I guess you can't say it's a surprise, but David Noble has been given the sack.
Yeah, he has. What are your thoughts? Initial reaction?
Um, just sadness, I guess. I know he is obviously very close with lots of the players, playing group.
Yep.
And that's been the case since last year as well, when he was sort of caretaker coach and then sort of came in. Sort of looked to have a good relationship with players, and apparently quite a few of them were sort of in tears this morning, understandably. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a cutthroat industry.
It is.
And if you had 14 losses on the trot, most of those, pretty much all of those being above 40, 50 points, then you kind of know that something's coming, I guess.
That's true. I will say two things to you.
Okay. Are you going to console me, or?
I'll say two things to you. So number one, we have an excellent sad boy playlist for you to listen to get you through this hard time.
Is that a cheeky plug, cheeky reminder to the listeners?
Fine leg to full forward sad boy hours on Spotify.
It's always there.
If you search that, you'll be able to find it. There's not too many playlists with that name, so it shouldn't have a drama there. And number two, I will just say, it is quite convenient when news breaks on Tuesday mornings, because it means we can address it here and now.
Then and there.
So yeah, if you're gonna sack your coach, please do it on a Tuesday morning.
On a Tuesday
that
morning.
helps us out heaps. Hello and welcome to another episode of Fine Leg to Full Forward. Good to be back for another episode. Ashwin, my friend, how you going?
Going very well, mate. How are you?
That's the way. I'm good, thanks. Just having a quick glance over at the monitor there. You can always tell who works from home and who doesn't on a Tuesday.
Yes. How's that?
Well, I mean,
just dress code?
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
Ah,
I
okay.
feel like it's a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, not that I'm complaining. You're in your signature singlet there.
Yes. I'm giving the people what they want, I think.
Yes.
I think.
It's a big part of the show for big fans of the show. That is a fucking hell of a segue. Speaking of fans of the show, friends of the show, my little brother went to Queensland this last week.
Oh, yeah.
Went to the Gold Coast. He actually went to the Gold Coast Richmond game, which we'll talk about.
Nice game to go to.
Yeah, not a bad game. Apparently, Metricon Stadium's quite a good spot.
Okay,
so would be keen to tick that off the list sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But he has listened to a few episodes. All right.
Okay.
And he knows how much of a fan we are of a particular player.
Yeah, at Gold Coast.
At the Gold Coast, yeah.
Took Miller.
Now it's funny you say that because he's brought us back a couple of presents.
Who, Joshy?
Yeah, Josh has brought us a couple of presents for both of us for the show.
Nice.
I've got them down here. I've got them here, so I'll show you.
Okay.
So, first up, where are we? There we go. We have a Took Miller badge.
My goodness.
A Took Miller badge. You know,
look at that.
Mint condition, still in the packet.
Yeah. Jeez.
So have a look at that. Have a gander. I say we've got to put that somewhere on
the set.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Just like pin it to the couch or something.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not against that. I'm not against that. That's not all he's got though. That's not all he's bought for us.
Something else.
Yeah. No, brace yourself for this because I reckon you'll like this even more.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Yeah, I've got all sorts of goodies down here today, mate.
Socks.
Took Miller socks. Took Miller socks. How good is that?
Do normal players have socks? What the hell?
Not everyone does. I think that there's. I've been looking for a few players in those kind of socks, and not every player is available.
Nerd player socks.
Yeah, the nerd socks. That's it. So
Wow.
there you go. He's listened to, I think, 3 episodes ever, and he's already aware of how much of a fan we are of Took.
That's
how he's a
awesome.
friend of the show.
There's like the front of him here and then the back of him there.
Yeah, I mean, hold on, just for the listeners there, I don't know if you can see that, if that's any better. That makes a difference at all. But if you look on the back, I will turn it around in a sec for those on YouTube. The heel of the sock is in quite an unfortunate place. Took Miller got cake. He got a booty.
Thick.
He's thick.
Yeah.
He's thick. But we'll I'll pop him there.
Nice.
I'll pop him there. Hey, that's kind of set up. But yeah, we'll work out a way to get that more permanently incorporated into the set. Thanks a lot, Josh. Really appreciate it.
Cheers, Josh. That's elite.
Looks all right like that. What do you reckon?
I reckon if we just like, I mean, I think by now everyone knows that we go for North and Geelong. Maybe we start getting rid of, I feel like we don't need the scarves here anymore. Maybe we just get rid of them and just start revamping this set with, we're green. So we talked about this a few weeks ago, where green is our colour. Yet on the set, there is no green.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
I'm in green this week, mate.
There's very little green.
That's better. Carry on.
So, I don't know. Maybe just like Josh has done here, maybe if the listeners want to send in some, if they've got some green stuff lying around.
That's a great shout, yeah.
Just send it in and we'll just use it to decorate the couch, I guess, or the wall or anything.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, send it across to 5 leg to 4 forward HQ and we'll chuck it on.
Does that mean we have to give them our address or?
Slide into our DMs, and if we know who you are, we might give it out. Just before we get into Run It Back, I do have something I do want to bring up. I don't know if you have heard about this, because I know you're not the best when it comes to news.
Yes, in general, yeah.
Have you heard about the fake IPL?
No.
So, Indian police have arrested a group of con men for setting up a fake IPL.
How do you...
So it's these random Indian blokes. I think some of them were farmers. That's that's the kind of randomness that these guys.
Okay.
So they wore the correct shirts of IPL teams, certainly looking the part.
Okay.
And the games were filmed and put on a YouTube channel. The channel was called IPL.
Just in their backyards or whatever.
It was all like an oval.
Okay. So they went to an actual oval.
Punters from Russia were fooled into betting more than $4,000 on it because they thought it was the real fucking thing.
What?
So the stream had a proper scoreboard thing down at the bottom like you'd see with normal cricket. So they've been arrested for it.
What?
So I say we keep that in mind
and start our own league or no?
That's not what I was going to say. I was
Okay,
going to say do an episode on conmen or something like
that.
that.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do an episode on con.
Yeah, after we've been the conmen ourselves by the sounds of it. All right, let's get to Run It Back.
So, running it back.
Hold on. Sorry, Took fell down. Sorry, Took. There you go, mate.
Just
Did I fluke it the first time I put him up? I think I did, yeah. There you go.
I just with the, yeah.
Just sit still.
This is going to be very hard.
Carry on.
So, running it back, we'll do a quick wrap. Multiple sports, even though we are a footy podcast. But starting with footy, got a headline for you, mate.
A headline, hit me.
Carmichael Anderson.
Nice.
Noah Anderson kicked a goal after the siren to secure another win, against Richmond. It was this is obviously the game that Josh went to.
Mm-hmm.
Thriller.
Yes. Yeah, they came back from a stupid amount down, didn't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy. The Suns were down by 40 points.
40 points, was it?
40 early in the third. So,
yeah. So another after the siren win over Richmond, Carmichael Hunt.
Yep.
So Just to explain your own headline there.
Miracle on grass, but the Gold Coast.
Trigger warning for me. Thank you very much. I'm going to move on swiftly then, if that's all right. Another headline. This is in reference to one from last week. Essen dub. That's back-to-back dubs for the Bombers.
Looking the goods, mate.
Oh, mate, they're an elite team these days.
They've picked the right time to find some form.
Would never talk shit about the Bombers.
You wouldn't?
No, but I mean, that's a big win over Brisbane at the Gabba.
I mean, they even beating Sydney was a big win as well. But back to back, not bad at all.
Season's still a write off though for them, isn't it? Like it's too far gone, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But it just separates them from
North.
Us.
Yeah,
yes.
cool.
Yes.
No,
you'd be happy with the Cats.
Yeah,
Got out.
It looked dicey when they got the scoreline back to like 5 points, but we'll see if the win means anything come the end of the year. I think Melbourne is still Melbourne, so we'll see. But you're probably not going to be that happy, are you? I mean, Collingwood kicked the last... I mean, you'd know because you were at the game.
I was at the game.
Yeah, Collingwood kicked the last 5 goals of the game.
They did.
So a bit north by 7 points?
7 points.
7 points,
yeah. So we're up by, I think, 26 or 27.
Was it 27 points?
At three-quarter time? Yes.
Oh,
yeah. And at that point, I turned to the missus at the game. This is the first game that we've been together, footy. And I said, this is a win. And she said, how are you so confident? I said, no, it's not a win. We're not going to win the game. But winning 3/4 of footy is, relative to this season, is a win for me. So
yeah, all right, take it. I would guess North just don't know how to play a fourth quarter with a lead, right?
Yeah, I could see the panic. Right?
Excuse me. Sorry. Yep. Carry on.
I'm actually to blame. I've gotten him sick.
It's all right. It's not COVID though, so we're all good.
Yeah,
it's fine. Sip the water.
Just a cold. What was I saying? The game. The fourth quarter. You could visibly see the panic and the distress of holding on, and it's just like it's a way. And our stats man Rich was also at the game with me and the missus, because if there's anything that Rich loves more than the world, it's third wheeling. He loves it. And he said it right at the start of the fourth. He said, all you need is 1 or 2 goals. And, one behind. So,
fuck.
There you go.
Christ.
Anyway.
Sucks, man.
Anyway.
I'm actually a bit sad for you.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. And we got close. It's all right. There's been other things. This is a quick wrap. Cricket, mate. Sri Lanka bounced back in spectacular fashion in the second test. Australia dominating the first test, winning by an innings, and Sri Lanka came back harder than ever. Dinesh Chandimal double century. Prabhath Jayasuriya 12 wickets on debut.
That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all.
I was watching a bit of it yesterday, and the Aussies look like sitting ducks. Every second ball, every single ball was sort of the drift and turn. You're like just putting the bat down, or like just a near miss, or a plain miss out. It was like that. A matter of time.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. But I think the biggest, relatively speaking, the biggest news of the last week is probably Wimbledon.
Yeah. The men's final was what, Sunday night, Monday morning? Sunday night.
Yes. And Novak, he got up, he beat Nick Kyrgios, and it was a great tournament. I think Kyrgios had a really good tournament. Obviously, he had a walkthrough in the semis with Rafa pulling out, but great tournament.
Yeah, I don't think he lost any fans. I think tennis is one of those sports where there's not enough personality, and then he's obviously copped a bit of criticism for being one of the personalities in the game, but I don't think he lost any fans with the tennis he played.
No,
that tournament. Obviously, one of the big talking points of the final was the interaction between Kyrgios and a spectator.
Yes,
he was trying to get a woman kicked out because she was talking talking to him between games, during games, between points.
Yep.
Don't know all the details there. Funny quote when he's like explaining the situation to the umpire and trying to work out what's going on or who it was. He just goes, "The woman who looks like she's had 700 drinks, bro." It's funny. It sums them up.
Yeah.
So that got us thinking, though, didn't it? That got us thinking.
Did.
We're not saying that she got inside his head. We don't think that she did. But obviously, it was enough of a heckle for it to make news. Obviously, based on Curious's reaction, but enough of a heckle, to make headlines. And that got us thinking. We did a bit of research on
research.
We did fucking research on this episode.
Goodness,
but don't fear, it's going to be as fucking dumb as the other episodes.
Yep.
We've done research on how to construct a heckle.
Yes.
And I found an article on Bleacher Report, of all places.
Yes, good old BR.
This article's like from 2012, so
okay.
As usual, you're coming to us for the latest news.
Yes. Okay.
So it's got a few, I guess you call them steps or guidelines or rules
of heckling
for like creating a heckle.
Yes.
So we're going to go through that, if that's all right with you.
I
hope it's all right with you.
Look, I'm probably not as big on heckling as probably you are, but that is fine with me.
Okay. Just bear in mind as well, this is heckling, not sledging.
Yes.
You might see that in a future episode.
Oh.
Just keep it in the bank. All right. Number 1.
Okay.
On this article. This is Bleacher Report. This isn't us. But number 1. Stay sober.
Yes.
This is obviously aimed at yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Need to do that.
The article says like a couple of beers while heckling should be fine.
It should be helpful, I think.
It's probably a decent amount for that liquid courage, as they call it.
Yes.
But don't think you can sit there at the MCG making a beer snake from the first level all the way up to the top tier and then think you're still able to get a zinger out.
No.
That ain't going to happen.
No. Well, it depends on your tolerance, but for most people, once you've got that snake going,
curtains,
very much so.
So stay sober.
Nice. Step. I don't know if it's not step, is it?
It is not.
Guideline 2.
Yep. All right.
It's a family environment.
Yeah, well said.
You know, we're all friends here. Try not to swear. Also aimed at me, obviously. Need to stop fucking swearing.
Fucking head in, would you?
Yeah. You can't expect to take a trip to the Gabba and call their key forwards. Could be anyone. Fucking lanky cunts.
Yo!
And actually think you'll get away with it. You just can't. You can't do that. You can't. You would never do that.
That's a good point.
Right?
Shit, sorry, you just caught me off guard a bit there.
No, but that's the thing. It's a family environment.
It is,
so you just shouldn't just let loose like that at a game.
So that's not with anyone in mind there?
No.
At the Gabba?
No.
No, nothing? Okay.
No.
Good to know. I'll move on to the next one, shall I? Number 3 says, do your homework. All right, so a bit of background knowledge to really try and hit them where it hurts. Oh, not really hit them where it hurts, just kind of get in their heads a little bit about it.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
So, going to go to the Premier League for this one.
Yes, I'm learning.
Okay. All right, so I'll give you a bit of background information. Now, there's a West Ham player called Kurt Zuma.
Uh-huh.
All right. And he got in a bit of strife with the animal authorities because there was footage that was leaked of him kicking his cat.
His pet
cat, which is fucking outrageous behavior. Like, you don't do that. It's disgusting.
No, yeah.
So I think he was fined. I don't know if he was suspended, and his cat was taken away from him.
Right?
Rightly so.
Yeah.
So all that happened. I guess it was like in the middle of like blowing over, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And West Ham played Newcastle, as you know.
Your mob.
As the listeners know, my mob.
Yeah.
And he ran into Chris Wood, who is the striker for Newcastle. He's a Kiwi.
Okay.
And obviously, being aware of this news,
Yes.
he's trying to play some mind games on old Kurt.
Yes.
So he spends the game screaming, "Meow!" into Kurt Zuma's face. Oh, Tooks fell again. You can't believe it. You can't believe it. Yeah. So what he's done there, he's done his homework and gone in Kurt's head.
That's brilliant.
And it's a fucking elite bit of work.
That is, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, like, homework is so important with that stuff because it's like if you can just call anyone random names, and if it's not true at all, then no one's going to take offense. They'll just be like, cool.
Now, you could argue that was more of a sledge than a heckle.
True.
But too funny not to put in there.
True.
The funniest example I could think of for the do your homework, and so it just went in there.
Yep. All right. Guideline number 4, pick your spots. You know, you got to make sure that you time it right. You know, there's always a window of opportunity. You know, trying to sledge Noah Anderson after his game-winning goal, probably not going to bother him that much.
What would you say? There's not really much you can say there, is there? Like you could sledge someone if he missed.
Yeah, potentially. But I mean, like, even that, like, the game's already done.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to have an impact in the game, you've got to time it right.
No, you're right. Timing is everything. Timing is everything.
Making it sound like players actually hear anything that's said at the ground.
Yeah, I mean, they're part of the game, part of the job, part of their job is to
block it out.
Block it out, yeah. But if you pick your spot, you never know.
Yep.
You never know. All right, next one. Stay friendly and respectful.
Nice.
All right.
So this is, it's family environment as well, but similar, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Lighthearted banter it's an integral part of the game. Like, it's not the same. I'm not talking about the same sport if banter's not in there, but don't sit there as a North Melbourne fan in the middle of a group of Collingwood fans.
Yeah.
Being all smug and arrogant because you're 27 points up or whatever it is, because you know you're going to blow that lead.
Yes.
You know that Collingwood's going to let you know about it, and they're probably going to beat the shit out of you.
Probably. Yep.
So just be respectful.
Yeah, no, that's I'll keep that in mind.
You should, because it is something you do struggle with at times.
Yeah, I was struggling a bit on the weekend. I was surrounded by Collingwood supporters. I was.
Well, you weren't going to be surrounded by North supporters.
I looked out. I was sort of very high at the MCG. I was looking around and looking around, and I saw a bit of blue, and I thought, oh, geez, there's actually a bit of North in the crowd. And I looked a bit closer and just realised that everyone was Collingwood, but some of them were wearing the Freeze MND beanies. So the deception.
Right, I thought you were looking at like the sky or something.
No.
What was the crowd, by the way?
45,000.
Jeez, no wonder all shit the bed.
They were getting pretty loud. They were not happy throughout the entire game. With the some of the calls were a bit
really
contentious.
How you going?
I was a bit sort of just sinking in my seat a bit and just please don't hurt me after the game. But
well, I assume they didn't because you were friendly and respectful.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Love your work.
Guideline number 6: props may help.
Oh.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily have to be a sign. The first thing you think of is a sign, makes fun of a particular thing, ties in with the homework thing, I guess. If you do a bit of research on a particular player, find something that sort of gets under their skin, you sort of pull up a sign, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a sign, So say if the team, but this is a very specific example.
Hit me. I'm ready. My body is ready.
If the team bus, if the opposition ran out of petrol on the way to the game and you still haven't left the house yet, bring a jerry can with you and lift it up whenever they're shooting for goal. just give it a I'm sure there is one At least that's going to happen at least once in everyone's lifetime, I'm sure. And now everyone knows. So
You said that was specific. I didn't think you were going that specific.
it is specific, but I think there is a possibility of it happening.
It's a really good example, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't be able to get away with it with a full jerry can. Let's be honest. I don't think you'd get that past security.
Into a game.
Into a can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just gonna sneak my petrol through if that's all right. Yeah, no worries. Nah, props. Yeah, no, there's something there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go to the next one.
Okay.
All right. Lose gracefully.
Oh, okay.
I think this kind of goes without saying. You know, you take it on the chin. You hold your head high.
Yeah.
Because you can't win them all.
No, you can't.
Win them all. You can't draw them all. You know, you don't start a punch on with Collingwood fans if you're the only North fan in the middle. That was a callback.
It was a callback
To number 3 to 5.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so the last one I said.
Oh yeah. This is turning into advice for me, I think.
I mean, I'm just here to help you, mate.
Yeah, you are. You are. You'd be glad to know that I didn't start any punch-ons.
You lost gracefully.
I did.
And you were friendly and respectful.
I was, both.
You'll have to see it.
It was, I was, friendly, respectful, smiling. I even sort of joined in with
The chorus?
Yeah, with got it.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Okay. Guideline 8.
Mm-hmm.
Use your diaphragm.
Okay.
Make sure you're heard.
Yeah, good point.
You got to be loud enough. That's why we do audio tests every time in between each segment, mate. You got to make sure you're loud enough to be heard. Otherwise, there's no point.
Good point. Yeah, volume is key. Volume is key.
And if you're sitting, right up the back of the MCG, like I was, nothing you say is probably going to be heard.
Apart from other people around you, and they're going to think you're the biggest nuffy out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bit of fun.
There was plenty of I think there was a bloke a few rows behind us at the game, and very displeased with the umpires throughout, and it was just every like, I think he sort of kept going back to the same ones. Like
What, the same singers?
The same ones. I don't know. It kind of sounded like a robot. It was like
It's like press function 2.
Yeah. It was like, oh, come on. They're going to Tassie anyway. Like every like just like on repeat, like button.
I have a confession to make.
Righto.
That was me.
No. You told me you couldn't make it.
They're going to Tassie anyway.
It was you.
Oh, what's the last one, mate?
Have fun.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, have fun.
What a good guideline to end with.
It's but you got to be respectful. It's a family environment, but we're all here to have fun. Get creative and have a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just don't get cancelled. Don't get cancelled. I don't think Bleacher Report knew about cancellation back in 2012, but have fun, but don't get cancelled.
Okay, so we've said countless times that get forward is kind of like a bridge between run it back and switch on.
Yep.
This week, though, it is going to be more of a resolution to run it back. Like this is the finale of it. So we've gone through the guidelines of how to heckle, how to design a heckle.
Yeah, we've trained. Yep.
So now, without getting cancelled, because we're not Bleacher Report in 2012.
No.
Without getting cancelled, I want you to hit me with the best heckle you probably could. You could.
Best heckle.
Yeah. So I reckon I can do better than you.
Okay.
I reckon you're like your bush league. Like I gave seminars on manipulation.
Right.
I can reach into a man's soul.
Yes.
And unravel it with one tug.
Right.
But I will let you go first.
Okay. You're bold.
I'll kill you. That was a setup for a community gag.
Community reference. Tick. Do you want anything else? Do you want me to actually hit you with something else, or
Have you got anything else? Have you got an actual heckle for me? Trying to keep in mind the guidelines.
Okay. The nickname Jack Leach is no longer appropriate for you because he's actually a pretty good bowler now.
What? Jesus Christ, I wasn't prepared for that.
Did you like it?
That's good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks, mate. All right, go. Go. I'm ready.
Ouch.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of hard to yell that out from a crowd. Like, they're going to stop. They're not going to pay attention the whole way through.
I mean, that implies that Jack Leach, is aware that that's what some of the boys have started calling him.
Yeah. You'd have to yell out, "Hey, so down at the Pals, there's this bloke named Luke, and he looks like you."
Oh, wait. Sorry, the Pels are...
Context.
Fuck, yeah. There's a bit of backtracking there.
All right, how have you've prepared as well?
Right.
You've gone through the guidelines. What's your
I'm gonna...
heckle for me?
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I'm going to stick to some guidelines.
Okay.
And I'm going to blatantly ignore some guidelines.
That's all right. That's what guidelines are for.
Cool. All right.
They're not rules. They're guidelines, mate.
So, staying sober.
Nice. Okay. Good.
I've got the stubby on there to avoid revealing the brand.
Nice.
It rhymes with Später Speer.
Ah, yeah. Liquid courage.
Cool. Now that I've got some liquid courage.
That's all it takes.
Right. We're all friends here, family environment, respected. Right. Going to do some homework. I obviously know a bit about you.
You do?
Choke on another freestyle, you fuck. There's a prop as well.
Fucking hell.
I thought that was pretty good.
That's awesome. Was that hiding with?
Oh, yeah, it was down here. I said I got a lot of goodies down here, mate.
Fuck. You weren't lying. Jeez. These are the old mics that we used to use.
Yeah, they are. It's a bit of funneling to forward history there. It's all happening. Anyway, I didn't like that. I know it was pretty funny both ways, but it didn't feel right flat out abusing each other on air. We're usually a bit more subtle than that.
On air.
On air, yeah. Anyway, let's get into
Switch On.
That's the one.
Switch On.
Mate, switch on. All right? Get your fucking head in the game. I haven't said that for a while. Usually you go, switch on, time to get your head in the game.
Yeah.
Back in vintage FLTFF.
Did we used to swear a lot? Did we used to swear this much?
Well, you flat out called an unnamed Brisbane forward a lanky cunt. So I feel like it's who we are now.
This is who we are.
Hold on. Is that it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a couple of questions for you. I feel like we've gone back to more of a traditional switch on this week.
Yes.
This one is a stretch, but not as much of a stretch as entire episodes have been previously. So, question one.
Okay.
You can't have heckles without making noise, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That was one of the guidelines, actually.
It was, yeah.
Got to be loud.
You've got to use your diaphragm. So, with that in mind, stay with me. Which club in 2014 announced that they were bidding to be the loudest crowd in Australia? I'll give you multiple choice.
Sorry, bidding to be the loudest.
Like they were aiming to be like, we want to be the loudest crowd in the country.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
So A, Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
B, Collingwood.
Yeah.
C, Richmond. Or D, West Coast.
Okay.
Like it was a club statement, and it was something that they were aiming for.
Yeah.
Back in 2014.
All of those crowds can be quite loud.
It's almost like they were chosen as the options deliberately.
I
think I knocked the mic there, my bad.
Given that it's quite, I don't know what it is about it, but something about it smells of Port Adelaide. I don't know what it is
What do you
about
mean smells of Port Adelaide?
it. Just sounds like something that they might do.
Well, it's funny you say that.
Yeah.
And it's funny you didn't pick C.
Right.
You could say you weren't brave enough to pick C.
Yes, I was not.
And that would be the correct thing to do because it's A, Port Adelaide. Well done. Well done. Yeah, I assume it was around the time they started the whole Never Tear Us Apart.
Yeah, around. I was
previously.
like, yeah, a few of those things was like, just kind of sounds like something that they would have done.
Nice.
All right.
Well done. That's a multiple choice you've got right.
Yeah.
Question 2 is not a multiple choice.
Okay.
This is, I want your opinion.
Okay.
We've done heckles tonight, right? Who would win in a heckle battle between Jimmy Carr and Jim Jeffries?
Jeez.
Arguably two of the best.
Stand-up. We haven't talked about stand-up in this episode.
We haven't at all. I guess
Yeah.
that was me kind of... Well, we have now, technically.
Yes, now we have. I love stand-up comedy.
You do?
For the listeners. And I think it's an episode about heckling. Heckling. Stand-up comedy and heckling go... I would say they're intrinsically intertwined.
So I'm just having a drink while
Just
you...
having a...
Yeah, no, keep going. Yeah,
No. That's all right. So let me analyze this. So we've got Jim Jeffries, Aussie.
Yep.
Jimmy Carr.
So is this the stand-up comedian Ashes?
Yes. Oh, hello. There's a deep cut. I have done stand-up comedian.
I have.
I have done stand-up comedian. I have done stand-up comedian.
Don't forget English lessons.
I did give stand-up comedy a go back in year 12 camp.
Oh my God, you did too.
I got up on stage and
oh my God.
yeah. There's a memory that you've tried to erase, but I've implanted it back in your mind.
Yeah, thanks for that. Appreciate it.
No worries. Okay, so back to the question.
Yeah, because we're not going to put you through the material. We would do that. Not yet. Maybe another time.
Someday. Heckle battle. Are they so? Which of these comedians is better at handling hecklers, or like they would be insulting each other, like a rap battle?
I haven't put that much thought into it. Let's better at handling hecklers.
Okay.
Fuck, why you gotta do this every question? That's why I just give you multiple choice, because you just think about it, you guess, and
Because
shut up.
you excited me with you excited me with stand-up comedians. Just completely. I'm like, oh, stand-up comedy.
Yeah, that's my own fault.
Jimmy Carr. There's tangible evidence of. There's a huge compilation of him dismantling hecklers online.
There is.
And he's brilliant at it.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's good.
A lot of it is your mama jokes.
Yeah. But I mean, like, just like the quick wit, like your mama jokes are very much like you can see they're rehearsed or they're like ready to go. Like he's got his like, it's
As
like a
long as-
toolkit and it's just like da 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 da. But some of the other ones that are just like, someone just stopped him in the middle of a set, and then it was like, yeah, go on, like stopped it, like hey, yeah, go on, and just told him to keep going. He's like, is that what you do in the street as well when you walk up to someone, like stop them in the street and be like, you're going with your day?
Actually, I remember that one.
Efficiency. Like you got to be like pretty quick to come up with shit like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen evidence of Jim Jeffries doing much in terms of handling hecklers in the moment. Not saying he's bad. He could be really good. But based on evidence, I'm going to say Jimmy Carr.
Cool. No, that's... I was giving you shit there, but no, that's a good answer. Good answer.
Thanks,
Well thought through. I'll agree with you.
Thanks. All right. My switch on questions.
Yeah.
Number 1. Actually, maybe I'll just do one question this week. I feel like one question's enough. Because I think this is a nice question.
Okay. All right.
Heckling. This whole week we're talking about heckling. Go back through your memory bank what is the best heckle you've ever heard at a live sporting event, live game?
Ooh. I don't really hear that many. Let me have a think.
Surely you've been at plenty of games of footy, cricket, everything. We've heard something.
I've got one. Okay, so as you know, as the listeners know, been Renegades member since day dot.
The guides.
So I go with the family.
Yes.
And yeah, years ago, the cricket boys would go, and every now and then I go sit down with them for a bit, say good day, and watch the game from there for a bit. So went down and sat with, I can't remember who was there. I think it was, I know Paul was there.
Yeah.
P. Diz, the crafty glovesman of the Pels.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Elmo was there, B. Shaw, Lockie, Trav. I'm pretty sure they were there.
Okay.
Might be missing people. I might be adding people that weren't there. But the important one was Peters was there.
Okay.
All right. Now, the Renegades were playing the Heat.
Okay.
And where these boys were sitting,
they
were like pretty close to the boundary at deep square leg, like cow corner. Right. So there was a fielder right nearby. Right. Now
Pick your spots.
Exactly. Nice. Yeah. Now, this particular fielder was Chris Lynn.
Okay.
Chris Lynn was sitting there pretty much right in front of these Pels boys.
Yeah.
This might even be pre-Pels, technically. I think
okay.
That's how far back we're going. And Paul just yells out to Chris Lynn.
Yeah.
Lynn's a girl's name. And I have never forgotten that. I don't know if any of the other boys remember. Paul might not even remember saying it, but I have never, ever forgotten it.
What did he do?
I don't think he heard. I don't know. He might have heard. He might just not have. I don't think he turned around. But Lynn's a girl's name, and like with the aggression that he said it with. Like, fucking hell, it was so funny. It's so funny.
No warning. No. Like, oh yeah, guys, I'm going to do this. Or nothing.
Just, Lynn's a girl's name. Fucking funny. How about you? What's the best heckle you've heard at a live game?
I also haven't heard too many, and this probably isn't even that great, but I found it in the moment. I think these things are very much in the moment. They're kind of funny.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Was it the SCG? Australia versus England one dayers, I want to say at least ages ago. Would have been.
At least ages ago. We're talking Ice Age minimum.
Probably early 2010, maybe like 2012 or something like that.
If England were over, it would have been 2011. Yeah,
2011? With the test. Maybe it was that.
Yeah, anyway.
And again, we were relatively close to, I think it was fine leg or deep square leg.
Not full forward?
No.
Deep full forward?
No. And so you pick your spots.
Mm-hmm,
and England was fielding, and a gentleman by the name of Luke Wright was fielding at deep square leg.
Mm-hmm.
So a bloke a few rows back yells. You could tell he was gone. Gone. So
which isn't what you do. You stay sober.
Yes. Because he like after this particular surge, he kept going, and he said others, and everyone sort of stopped. Like it's just like give
it a rest,
sort of thing. But yeah, so Luke Wright was just sort of standing there, and he goes, "Hey, Wright, you're wrong." And it was fucking funny. Like everyone that was around just like laughed. And like Luke Wright like turned around and just like gave a thumbs up, and everyone cheered him and shit. It was
oh, that's elite.
It was funny.
I fucking love that. The thing with heckles is you go for simplicity.
Yeah.
The simpler the better.
Yeah.
And that is that's all time. I rate that highly.
It's good. There you go. All right. Well, let's switch on for this week. Let's do My Mate's Multi.
Let's do it.
Money! Money!
Alrighty. Time for my
Mate's Multi.
Mate's Multi. Okay.
I just wanted to see what happened if I threw you off your rhythm.
I was going to throw myself off anyway.
Oh.
My legs from last week. Leg 1, I said the carriage that I got onto to go to the footy would have more North scarves than Pie scarves. I actually took this scarf and to help me on this leg.
Were you the only scarf on there?
I was the only scarf on the carriage.
Okay.
Yes. So no, that leg didn't get up.
Good.
Leg 2. There will be an Aussie in both the men's and women's Wimbledon final. Unfortunately, not just the men's.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. None. None from 2.
None from 2. Yeah.
Leg 3. Extras to outscore at least 5 of Sri Lanka's batters in the second test's first innings. Yes, just.
Extra, really?
Yeah. Even though they absolutely
They scored 550.
demolished Australia, there were 14 extras and 5 blokes on the Sri Lankan team scored less than 14. All it takes is one Dinesh Chandimal and a few other blokes, and you've got yourself a 500 score.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple of, he made 206, didn't he? And there was a couple of 80s and a 60.
Yeah, Matthews hit a half century as well, and Karunaratne as well. So
that was it. Everyone else less than, pretty much
yeah,
less
like
than 14.
6,
Fuck.
like 8, duck, yeah. Anyway, so 1 from 3.
1 from 3. That is just classic. That's what we do.
Run of the mill.
That's where we do our best work. All right, I'll go through mine from last week. I said that Geelong versus Melbourne at GMHBA will be decided before the final siren.
Yes.
Which got up.
It did.
Thankfully. Leg 2, I said that the Doggies will have more than 20 free kicks against the Swans. You can never guess how many they had. 19. 19. Your fucking extras one got up.
Yep.
After they scored fucking 554, whatever it was.
Yep.
19 free kicks. Not happy.
Did you say at least as well? Have more than 20. So even if it was 20, you wouldn't have got it.
Shut up. And then leg 3, I said that Kevin Durant will have a new team between now and our next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know we joke around and say we don't talk about anything serious. We don't really talk about relevant news.
Yes.
But I have some breaking news. Worldwide breaking news.
Okay.
This leg didn't get up.
Didn't get up.
No, it didn't get up.
Oh, okay. He hasn't joined. I think you mentioned he was going to join the Bulls. He hasn't joined the Bulls yet?
I said that I wasn't sure how I'd feel about him joining the Bulls.
Oh, that's right. His fans.
Put words in my mouth.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah, cool. Yep. You just got to point it. That's it.
That's all I need to do. The value of props when heckling.
Yeah. Because then you associate the heckle with the prop, and then you just bring out the prop. You don't even say anything the second time.
Thank you for not having a prop. Even though you you heckled me twice.
Did I?
Technically.
Oh, yeah.
The community reference can't count that.
Yeah. No,
anyway, what are yours for this week, mate?
Legs for this week. Leg 1. It's freezing or something along those lines will be exclaimed by at least 2 people at our basketball game this week.
Okay, so not at least twice, at least 2 people.
Yes.
Okay.
At least 2 people will say, oh, gosh, it's cold. Fuck, it's cold. Oh, freezing. Oh, jeez, it's cold.
Okay, so something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's going to get up. Because we're on that same court again.
We are on that same court.
You cheeky fucker. Nicely done.
Leg 2. Both Sydney-based teams to lose this week by within 1 and 30 points.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who have the Swans got?
Freo, I think.
Who've the Giants got?
Who have they got? Brisbane, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I actually didn't expect you to know the answer.
Yeah. Right.
I'm very impressed.
Leg 3. There will be no further changes to the North Melbourne Football Club within the next week.
Oh, okay.
What?
All right. I mean, what changes are left to make? The coach is gone. There's no fucking recruiting staff or anything like that already.
They're doing a full review. Like the guy's still, was it Jeff Walsh or something?
Oh, yeah.
Like he's doing a full review, and this is just one of the things apparently that they've determined.
Right.
needs to change. So
But nothing within the next week.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Don't think so anyway. There'll probably be plenty of talk about it, articles and this and that, but
Look, we're not going to talk about it.
we're not going to talk about
We're
it.
not going to
mate.
talk about it.
No. Cool. What are your legs?
I reckon you're going to get 3 there. I really do.
You reckon?
Yeah. Anyway, leg 1. I will be surrounded by Carlton fans when I go to the Geelong game on Saturday night. Going with the old man. Geelong Carlton should be a pretty good game, I think.
Yeah.
Both teams in pretty good form.
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon I'll be surrounded by Carlton fans. Leg 2. This one's hella niche. The scoreline between Hawthorn and West Coast will be within a goal of the 2015 grand final score. So I think it was like, they obviously played each other. I think it was like 107 to 60 something.
Okay.
So both teams will be within a goal of each of their scores. Sorry, knock the mic again.
Okay, so the margin will be the same. So they're going to score the exact same amount of points, both teams.
Nope, I just said it'll be within a goal.
Okay.
So as in, say if Hawthorn, I can't remember what they scored. If they scored like 107,
Yeah.
they'll be within a goal of that.
Of that? Yeah.
And
Okay.
West Coast, if they scored 60 odd, I don't know.
We'll be within
they'll
a goal
yeah.
of that. Cool.
Cool. Thanks for listening. Leg 3. A player from both the Dogs and the Saints, so one from each team,
Yep.
will have more than 35 disposals.
Okay.
And I think they play on Friday night. Should be a really good game, I reckon. Both teams fighting for a spot in the 8.
Yep.
Will be interesting. I reckon we can chalk McRae up. Just see if Sinclair or Steele. How good's Jack Steele? See if they
Jack
get
Steele.
35.
Yeah.
See? I reckon we've kind of gone as sensible as we get.
With multis?
Yeah. Actually, I've just seen my second leg again.
that is very, very niche.
Yeah, but watch it get up. I will fucking talk about it all week next week if that one gets up.
Watch this space.
Time's up.
Time's up.
Siren's gone. Usually how it works. Episode 49 in the books. You know what that means?
I think I do.
Very, very, very special episode next week. We'll be reaching a milestone that, well, it's uncharted territory for us, isn't it?
Raising the bat.
Raising the bat. It's going to be a good one. So make sure you tune in. We don't know what it'll be yet.
No, that's the beauty of this, mate.
The beauty of it is we usually pull something out of our asses eventually.
On the day before or the morning of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually how it goes. Although I think this one has been the most prepared we've been for a little while, I reckon.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Well,
we'll see if it happens next week. I don't think it'll happen next week.
the only way is down next week. We might have picked it slightly the wrong week.
50 episodes, mate. It's...
Look at us. Look at us.
Look at us, mate.
Is that Paul Rudd meme?
I don't think I've seen it. No.
Don't worry. I don't know why I bothered.
Okay.
You think after 50 episodes, you would have thought I would have learned that you have no idea about
Memes.
or anything to do
Vines.
with... Yeah.
Technology.
The list is endless. All right. Well, for the 49th time, actually, no, because we haven't done it every episode, as we mentioned the other week, you forgot to do it. Keep kicking goals.